Fire chiefs say Saturday is looming as one of the worst days for bushfires in living memory.
My husband and I moved up to Heathcote in 2013. We came from Diamond Creek, which is on the outer urban fringe of Melbourne. This is the most rural place I've lived since I was a teenager. One of the first things that we did was take advantage of the CFA offering residents of the area, and particularly new residents, the opportunity to come and learn about how to mitigate any risk that they might have on their property. Having these organisations with our back is hugely important. A lot of us are living outside the township itself. Often makes you feel a little bit insulated, but when something happens, knowing that these people are available and you're able to call on them, that's something that's quite incredible.
The Bureau of Meteorology has issued a severe thunderstorm warning.
4,700 homes have been left without power.
Back in October of 2020, there were plenty of flood warnings, which Ali and her husband dismissed.
We've lived here for 10 years, and why would it happen now? Why would this year be any different?
But it was very different. Ali, her husband Simon, and two girls lived just off Heathcote's High Street, behind the Oval, next to the tennis courts, with their backyard bordering McIver Creek.
I sort of looked out the back and said, Simon, come and have a look at this. The water's up to the fence. And we looked out and the water was starting to hit the tennis court. So that's when we started to panic a little. And as soon as it hit the tennis courts and it hit our colour-bond fence and knocked it over. And when that happened, it was like a tidal wave. And we waded across the road here. It was up to our knees. And the current was crazy by that time. It was pretty scary, actually.
They all escaped safely, but their house was overwhelmed, as was the Heathcote SES building right across the street.
We didn't call the SES on the day. They obviously got flooded as well. So they knew that what was happening. But we told them we were safe and okay, so that was the main thing. Just having the SES to help us carry things out, and they came in here with trailers and utes and stuff and just helped us get rid of things and just helping us make decisions, or more often than not making decisions for us, because we couldn't. Like, the water went down that night. It was very quick, and the next day there was just a big mess of mud. They just helped by coming in and moving stuff and helping clean and just organising us, really, because our brains were a bit fried by that point in time. You just don't think logically, I suppose, when you're under that sort of stress. Yeah, so they were just amazingly helpful and have been very supportive to our family ever since.
The local volunteers who make up the Heathcote SES come from all over the community. They come together for regular training to learn how to operate each piece of equipment they'll need and understand how to help people who are in the middle of a difficult situation.
Yeah, very supportive people, and they, as we all know, are pretty underfunded. They do such great work, but they're just another number on a spreadsheet somewhere. And I think the more that we can do to support them, I mean, obviously the SES have been doing a fundraiser to get a vehicle that really should be standard issue for an organisation like them in a town like this.
Damien Muscovich grew up in Seymour, where he first witnessed the work of his local SES and CFA. It was 8 years ago when he moved his family to Heathcote that he joined the team.
We currently have 3 vehicles, 2 four-wheel drive utes and the larger heavy vehicle rescue truck. The heavy rescue truck is too big to take on off-road on a lot of the roads we have around here. Less than about 15% of our roads around here are paved. So it's mostly dirt roads, and it's an old truck, so it doesn't handle well on those off-road areas. We're fundraising to get a medium rescue truck which will have four-wheel drive capabilities to allow us to go more off-road because of the areas we work in here. And we'll be able to respond to road crash as well as tree down and storm damage things, and be able to carry a lot more gear. The cost of the medium rescue truck is approximately $360,000, of which we need to fundraise $200,000, of which we are over halfway, because of the community here has been super generous, and so we're doing really well.
As the community financially steps up and helps raise the funds needed to bring the new medium rescue truck to Heathcote, it's also helping to raise their profile in town as people realize just who they are and what they do.
I don't think that people understand exactly what we do.
We've lived across the road from them for 10 years and didn't really know them. They used to be really noisy sometimes on Monday nights, and I used to get cross with them. But I won't anymore when we move back.
I think because we do cover a broad range of different jobs, people aren't certain of what it is we're doing. Whereas you see a fire truck go past, generally speaking, you know there's a fire there. We're not an ambulance. We are an accredited road crash rescue unit. So anytime there's a motor vehicle accident with possible people trapped, we're called out to help extricate the vehicles. Landslides, tsunamis, flood and storm rescue. In a fire season, we may help on the fire grounds with a CFA, wherever they're based, helping police with land search. 75-80% of what we do is tree jobs, and usually because they become traffic hazards.
That alarm going off every Sunday morning at 9 o'clock, the sense that people were there and actively training was kind of a comforting, reassuring sense that we were protected.
It's the reason we do it is to help people in those situations and to know that it is appreciated. Don't necessarily get stopped in the street all often, but sometimes you'll see people look, or they'll just give you a nod if you're wearing colours. But it's really heartwarming to get that kind of feedback from people.
As for Ali and her home on McIver Creek,
So the future in this home is, hopefully, we are going to lift this house. We're hoping by this time next year you can come over for our housewarming party, because it'll be big.
to help pay for the new SES medium rescue truck and new advanced lighting for the CFA to fight fires at night, donate by using this QR code on the screen. Thank you.